Benkenstein in Villiers.
Dale, I think all around the world it's convention that when a team doesn't have a good day, they send one of the coaches. Presumably that's not the case today. Are you guys quite happy with the way it went?
Yeah, I think obviously quite an intense day, but coming out after 6 o'clock, we're very, very happy. I think the guys fought hard. Very tough conditions, tough decision to make at the toss, with obviously overhead conditions telling us to bat, but with a little bit of extra grass on the wicket. So I thought we were under quite a bit of pressure, but yeah, at the end of the day, guys are feeling very positive.
Dale, I know you said you had done some work with the bowlers on their batting. How happy were you with what they did today, and what work did you do with them?
Yeah, obviously we'll only know probably after tomorrow, but those runs down the bottom there, especially in tough batting conditions, are really vital. So really just encouraging them to practice, encouraging them to have a game plan, and as you've seen, most of them can actually bat. And I think it's just really getting them to believe in that. And batting is a huge confidence game. And knowing what conditions we were going to have here, those runs are always vital on these sort of wickets. So hopefully they do give us a bit of a cushion later on in the game.
When you were 12 for 3, would you have taken it to 18 would you get to them?
Yeah, luckily our phones get taken away. I would have been looking for an Uber to try and go back to the hotel. They're a quality bowling attack, and at that stage I was sitting there wondering how we were going to score a run. And I just think the class and the genius of AB de Villiers, and obviously the tenacity of the captain, that partnership, I think it was even just 1 over where AB just changed the game, really. He made the bowlers have to worry about their lengths, and I think that partnership of 100 runs just really got us back in the game, got belief back in the change room. But at 12 for 3, yeah, not a great feeling as a batting coach.
Was that just said the Dinesh Kumar said that was a concern that they went for so many runs, runs for over 4 over. Was that part of the game plan to the batsmen to obviously have a good defence, but anything loose get after, or was that just the genius of AB de Villiers?
Definitely the genius of AB de Villiers. You can't, as a batting coach, I don't really tell him how to bat. As a general philosophy, I think as a batter, you go out there to score runs, and on a wicket like that, you're not going to get many opportunities to. So I would rather they looking to score, and then your last sort of mindset is to leave or defend. And I think they did that well.
Now, what was the team's feeling with Virat's animated celebration when Faf went up? Was there a feeling collectively that it was a bit over the top?
Yeah, I think we know he's a fierce competitor, and I think the LB decision that it didn't go their way the ball before probably added a bit to it. But I don't think the guys took much notice of it.
Thank you. There's another Dale in the dressing room. How's he feeling, do you reckon, after making what looks like a very good shot?
Yeah, I think brilliant. From Otis to, I think he's been outstanding with him over the last couple of weeks, getting him back in. He had another sort of scare, and I just think that 1 wicket will do a world of good for him. I think he bowled beautifully. His pace was up there, what he normally bowls with a new ball. I think you normally see him crank it up with an older ball, but he was right up there, and to get him into this series straight away, and hopefully his body stays good. But I think from a mental point of view, that was a massive 4 overs or 5 overs that he bowled. That's I think a huge going to be a massive benefit for us.
What was the scare? The scare?
No, I think he's just not really. His body's, he hasn't bowled for so long. So every time he bowled, there was always a little niggle here and a niggle there, and then you lose a bit of confidence. As a bowler, he's not exactly in the youth of his career. So, and I think Otis and the guys around have been brilliant with him, and he's these last 3 or 4 days he's been outstanding, and obviously what you've seen out there, he's nearly back to his best.
So
batting perspective, how hard was the drop tempo, and was a day like this not tailor-made for you?
Yeah, it was. Look, probably a nice situation to have, and we had, like I said, it was a tough decision to also what we were going to do first, because we wanted to have conditions that, where the ball carried and there was a bit of pace, and you would have always thought that we play the extra batter. I do joke with the bowlers that we have got 3 all-rounders, so we thought that balanced it out. But I think with AB and Faf being back, then that decision, you've got your top 6 batters that all average over 40 in Test cricket. So we wanted to go with a strong bowling attack and our best batters at this time, and we just felt on that wicket that that was. I'm not part of the selection committee, but as a group, that was the best team. And the good side of it and the positive side of it is that Temba's in great form. There's nothing wrong with the way he's playing, but he's just, there's a very strong batting unit.
Dale, how did you, just your assessment of the pitch this morning seemed to do a lot more, and how it was for the last 15 overs? Just the consensus from the guys when they came back, and how do you think it will go tomorrow?
So the general feeling is that the pitch gets quicker. We thought it would be a bit slower, and I don't think we got it 100% right. I think it was quick and it moved quite quickly, and I think their bowlers have got some extra pace as well. But I do think there's enough there. And generally, my experience at Newlands is the morning session is really where it does more. And then I think the ball obviously gets a bit older, but the wicket does tend to play a bit easier as the day goes on. And I think overhead conditions can also play a role. So I do think that the wicket has got a bit easier. I think we got a tough first hour or so. But to have 280 odd on the board is, we're quite happy to have those runs.
Okay, please.
Yeah, okay. That was off, but I'll put another one right now. Dale, obviously, on a pitch like that is helping the bowlers, to have 4 outright quicks maybe does raise a few outrights. But how much of an eye do you guys have on the second innings? Because it's been very hot here, and the weather's going to be hot for the way too.
Yeah, I think there was a few. It wasn't just a straightforward decision in many ways. I think with Vern's also been out for a while, Dale's been out for a while. To go in with just 3 seamers and one of those in that attack, I think we were worried that we're going to take a bit of a risk. Keshav is, for me, it's the first time South Africa's had a really we've had some very good spinners, but this is a world-class spinner, and it's traditionally known that it does turn a bit here. So I think it was just the way that we felt we're going and covering all bases to have the 4 seamers. It takes a bit of pressure off Dale to get himself into the series. I think he's a huge weapon to South African cricket, and like I said, with all of those factors, considering all those factors, that was the best team that we felt we should play.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay.
Good evening.